Chapter 3 flying over the Delta tonight. Here are the live pictures. This is where the water war is heating up. This is the Sacramento River between Clarksburg and Cortland, this area at the center of a controversy among members of the same political party.
Democrats are now fighting amongst themselves over Governor Brown's plan that would send water from Northern California to the southern part of our state.
Yeah, he wants to do that with a pair of tunnels from Clarksburg over to Walnut Grove and then continuing south. So on this map, the tunnels are represented by that purple line you see. Each of those red dots represents a proposed intake site where water would be taken from the Sacramento River and brought into those tunnels.
And at the center of this fight is the tiny town of Cortland, right on the river. And that's where KCRA 3's Mike Lurie is live now with what's at stake for folks who depend on the Delta. Mike?
Well, Kelly, this is really ground zero in that fight. Over here we have a family pear farm that's been in operation here since 1863. But over here we have the proposed twin tunnels that would be constructed right here through the Delta with a possible intake pumping station right here over my shoulder on the other side of that gate. And if that happens, that would change everything.
These are Bartlett pears.
Virginia Hemley Chabra's family has been harvesting Bartlett pears since 1850. But that could change if California builds twin tunnels through the Delta with a proposed intake pumping station right next to the family orchard and packing house that employs 250 people at the height of harvest time.
Detrimental to the family, the farm, and the business because it puts us in the middle of a huge industrial construction zone for no benefit.
We have a problem with that.
Today, Doris Matsui and congressional Democrats, including John Garamendi and Bera, lined the banks of the Sacramento River in open revolt against their party leader, Governor Jerry Brown. They say the Twin Tunnels project is nothing more than a water grab for Southern California. Aren't you all supposed to be on the same page?
On this issue, the governor and I have fought for more than 30 years. In 1982, he proposed the Peripheral Canal. We took him on. He lost. He's proposing this. He's going to lose this fight.
But the Brown administration insists the $14 billion tunnel construction project, with another $10 billion in improvements, will provide a fresh water supply for 2/3 of California's population, while protecting the Delta from earthquakes and levee breaks.
We're restoring a huge portion of the Delta. We're putting in over 100,000 acres of new habitat that will create remarkable bird sanctuaries, things of that nature.
And as the fight intensifies over the Delta, pear farmers like Doug Hemley are caught in the middle.
If we're in the crosshairs and they take the property, we won't be farming here. 163 years will just move on.
So in the fight over water, Jerry Brown is not alone. In fact, today his office released a letter of support, very strong support from U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein and other key congressional Democrats, all supporting him on his Delta construction plan. But meanwhile, the fight over this water continues to intensify and heat up here in the Delta. Reporting live in Cortland, Mike Lurie, KCRA 3 reports.
And Mike, while we have you here, I'm curious, the critics of the governor's plan, do they have an alternative to the twin tunnels, or?
They do. They're talking about 3 other alternatives that they say will work better, including recycling, water conservation, and also using new storage systems that they say will work much better than those proposed twin tunnels. But we're going to hear lots more about this plan coming up in the weeks and months ahead, you can bet.
Yeah.